Yeah. What did you looking at, bruh? So, Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown came out. Well, the gameplay came out, and ain't no way they releasing stuff like this.
Do your moves.
Yeah.
You're of age, mate.
Look at that. See? Enjoying yourself?
It's a game. It's definitely a game. It's definitely a game of all time. You feel me? Was a Need for Speed Unbound gameplay trailer better than this? The best way I could describe Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown is if somebody had made a game that was like GTA RP, except it's not GTA RP and it's somehow a worse version of GTA RP, which is already a version of GTA. If that makes sense. That's what I think this game is. They're trying to do so many different things all over, so they're all over the place. They got you dancing in clubs, they got you drinking at bars, they got VIP sections that one dude was over there flexing for zero reason.
And here I am in the VIP area. This is the bit you can't get to here. Lovely views. This is where the special people meet up. And of course, swimming pool as well if you want to cool off. There's a fantastic view.
It's a game, brother. Relax. They got you racing on one side. They got you driving with windshield wipers and headlights on a highway on the other side. The physics are all over the place. And yes, 100%, I get it. I get it. I can read. I get it, guys. Before y'all comment hating and everything, oh, it's in the alpha stage. I get it. 100%. I get that it's in alpha. You can see it big as day. It's in white text on a black background. I 100% get it's in alpha.
However,
let me go ahead and put y'all on to a little secret in case y'all were not understanding on how these game companies work in 2023. Let me go ahead and put y'all on. So what a company will do is they will release an early version of a game and label it alpha, beta. They do this like beta 2 or something like that, and they'll put it out for people to see and they'll get general feedback. That is the game right there. That's how it works. These games like Call of Duty and all these other games that be releasing betas like X-Defy and all that, that is the game that you're going to play. Usually these alphas, these betas, more typically beta, so I'll give it that. It wasn't alpha, not beta, but typically the betas, they'll come out maybe like a month or like a few weeks ahead of the game's actual release. And that is the game that you're going to be getting. So these arguments with, oh, it's just in a beta stage. Oh, they're just testing stuff out. No, bro, no. Let me tell you, that's the game you're going to get. The bugs that are in the beta or the bugs that's going to be in the actual game. If your character is glitching through walls, if your character is randomly doing T-pose in the beta, bro, it's going to be doing that in the real game because they're just releasing that beta just to see what they could fix when the game comes out. After the game comes out, after release patches and stuff like that. That's what these companies do now, bro. They're not releasing these betas 10 months in advance so they can actually work the kinks out. No, look at Call of Duty right now. Look at 2K right now. You got people over there glitching through the game. You got invisible mods and invincible mods. You got a whole bunch of all this stuff because these things, they don't care. They don't care, bro. It's just about the money. It's about getting things out as fast as possible. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because it is in alpha. But we still got to talk about it, gang. It's not excused. Because what they could have did is they could have released some actual banger content that would get people excited.
So this is called dancing. It's a form of entertainment.
My excitement before I watched it and my excitement after I watched it are completely on the same level. Completely on the same level, bro. Like my life has not changed in the slightest. I went to bed after watching it. I watched it at like 9 o'clock this morning. I went to bed after watching it. And I forgot it existed. I forgot the game existed, bro. But then you got Test Drive Unlimited. Barely any colors in there. You got the cars sliding around like they on black ice. Man, what? Bro, I thought I was watching Disney on Ice for a second, man. All them cars over there sliding. I was like, yo, what is this? That is not real. No way. You had, I don't know who it was. First of all, they was all bad drivers. How about you get some good drivers in there? There was one person that had, I think it was the yellow Corvette. Yo. Buddy slammed straight into one of those barricades on the highway. You know, the ones where you be splitting the lanes off. Buddy slammed straight into a barricade and his car was fine. That thing bounced off like they was playing pinball machines. Bro, I swear that this game was supposed to be released like 2-3 years ago. And it looks like it. It looks like the game was supposed to be released 2-3 years ago. I was over there clicking on the HD thing. I was like, yo, is this thing broken? This can't be in 1440p. This thing look like 360.
Someone try and knock them off so I can catch up. Look at this.
Oh, there goes Black Panther.
She's too fast, Black Panther. She's coming right at you.
Driving fast, you know.
Keep your eyes on the road, dear.
I'm coming, bro.
Where the Xbox at? Like, if I get this game and I gotta fight for my life every single time that I'm turning a corner in any single car, I'm taking the game back. The physics of the game, dude.
Oh, sorry, bro.
It's good.
I cut you.
It's just actually. No.
Can you have Camille? I let you pass.
Corners.
No.
It's what we call team play. You know? Sharps.
Y'all ever been, so y'all know the hardwood floors, right? Like that you have in your house. Y'all ever have socks on and then you run up and then you slide on the hardwood floor? And you like, in that brief moment, you can't control yourself. That's what I feel like it feels like to drive in that game. It's like you on a constant hardwood floor with balding tires and you got no grip. And whenever you go over something, even the slightest thing, your car gonna start spinning out of control.
Wait. Oh, no. Alan blocking the way. So sorry.
Yo. Somehow it looks worse than the Crew, and that's not possible. It shouldn't be possible. It shouldn't be. I'm looking for a way that's possible. Because it shouldn't be possible. It's like it has no grip. I mean, the physics, you move your joystick. You move your joystick a little bit, just a little bit to the left, your car going a complete 360. A complete 360. Like it's a ballerina on a stage. When you hit another car, your car goes bouncing off. It's like angles, bouncing off like angles. I'm like, what in the world? What is this? This ain't geometry. Like, and then when they brought the racing up, I mean, going over the curbs, everything like that, your car, of course, your car is going to be unstable when you go over curbs at higher speeds. But the way that it was going, I was like, yo. To be honest, if they can just add a little bit more grip to the cars, and that physics would be straight, bro. They would be straight, 100%. But the question is, are they going to do that, though? Or are they going to listen to us? Are they going to listen to the feedback that they're going to get from the alpha? Are they going to listen to us? If they don't listen to us, we got another Unbound on our hands. Okay, so let's talk about the look of the game. The game looks 360p. That's what it looks like. Even though it was in HD when they were recording it, and when they streamed it to YouTube, it was in 1440, which is what, 2K, right? I think that's 2K, but it looked pretty bad. The game looked pretty bad. The textures were pretty bad. I don't know what engine they're using, but that thing, the game, I think it was the motion blur. I think they needed to turn that motion blur off, but it really made, when they was doing stuff like that, when they was turning their cars, the camera, their characters, like, it made it look so stiff, and it made it like it didn't look fluid at all. It didn't look fluid at all. So I don't know what's going on there. I think they just need to go ahead and just buff up the graphics a little bit. I'm gonna be very disappointed if that's how the game looks. If I load the game up and that's how it looks, like I said,
I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back straight up.
I'm calling up Sony. I'm gonna be like, hey, take this back. This is unfinished. We don't do unfinished around here no more. No, sir. No. Hey, Alpha, It's alpha. Okay, so we putting our hands up. We're gonna drop back a little bit. We're not gonna dog the game 100%, but the game looks terrible. The game looks terrible. It looks like you got some. It looked like when you got your glasses on and you got a whole bunch of smudges on your glasses, and it's like light where your fingerprints were, but it's all blurry and smudgy and everything like that. And when you look in, it's not clear. That's what the game is like. That's exactly what it looks like. Precisely. That's exactly what it looks like. Right there. So if they could just, brighten it up a little bit, if they could like smooth it out a little bit, if they can just up the graphics a little bit, make the engine a little bit better, there we go. That's it. And speaking of that, because it's on the same topic, the sounds of the cars, the sounds in general, they're lacking as well. The sounds of the cars were lacking.
Actually, I'll give you guys my car.
Alain, pull off the handbrake.
Let's see what you guys can do.
Wait, I'm on your team.
Rushing into each other.
Guys, straight. I'm blocking them. Go, 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 go. Go.
Where is it going?
Meal here.
Do you want me to like stop right now for you so you can catch up? Does that make you feel better?
We still got 2 kilometers left, don't worry.
Oh, yes.
All the cars pretty much sounded the same, even though they were not. A Ford Raptor should not be sounding like a Nissan GTR. Sound like laziness. That's what that sound like. I was listening to the cars. I had my headphones on when I was doing a live reaction. I was listening. I'm like, I didn't know Nissan made a Ford Raptor. How'd that work? I didn't know that all these cars sound the same. I didn't know that the Corvette sounded like the Nissan GTR. I didn't know they had the same engine with the same exhaust setup and everything. How'd that work? They need to go ahead and fix whatever they're doing in the sound department, whatever they're doing in the graphics department. Boom, and it'll be good. It'll be good, bro. But the sounds is not hitting. The quality of it is not hitting. The quality of the game for the alpha doesn't seem like where it should be, even though the game has been being worked on for 2, 3, 4 years. I'm pretty sure this game was being talked about in 2019, 2020 at the latest. I know for a fact. So they need to go ahead and up that production quality. You feel me? So one thing they did get right. Is the world. The world looks good. It looks like it'll be full. It looks like it'll be vibrant soon when the beta comes or whatever. It looks like it will eventually be up to that level. When they opened up the map, the interface was amazing. It looked like I was in Tron. It looked like I was in 2099. No Spider-Man. That's what it looked like. It was all blue and like half. It's like 2.5D or whatever you call that thing, where it's like raised up a little bit, but not true 3D popping at your face. But it was like that. It felt futuristic. It felt nice. It looked like it was going to be a smooth little transition to get in there and everything like that. The user interface as well, like your headlights, that sort of thing, that looked really good as well. So you know what? That's good on them. That's good that it's good in the alpha. That means it'll be good already. All they have to do is just spice it up a little bit. It'll be good when the game releases. The racing is okay. I didn't notice anything too crazy. The racing really goes hand in hand with the physics. We already talked about the physics and how they wonky. But the racing doesn't really seem too phenomenal at all. It doesn't really seem too competitive. Like it's straight line racing. That's what it is. You drive through checkpoints. There's no NOS. There's no boost NOS. There's no micro drifting. Basically, it's like, in my opinion, it's like, because GTA still has boost and all that stuff. It's still more mechanical. You feel me? I would say it's like Forza, but if it was like super dumbed down Forza Motorsport, super dumbed down, like without the tuning and all that stuff, super dumbed down. Like it was bare bones racing. That race that they did through the city or whatever, it was okay. It won't anything too crazy at all. I feel like that's going to be like one of the points of the game, but it's not going to be the main selling point of the game. You feel me? Like it's not going to be like Need for Speed or Forza Horizon, where you know you're going to have these nice, super crazy races. It just seems like it's just a part of the game. And I would really like for them to implement something where they have different types of races, which I think they will do. Different types of races in different areas. It would be nice if you could start a race from anywhere and end it anywhere. You can make your own races, things of that nature. So if they do that, I think it would be fantastic. But for right now in the alpha, The racing just seems to be lackluster. It just seems to be okay. I think that they, especially for a gameplay reveal, they should have added something a little bit better, a little bit more that would help people, that would entice people to be more excited about the game, instead of just basically just racing here and ending here. They tried to make it exciting, but it was not exciting. It wasn't at all. Like I said before, there's not really much to break down because you have to give the game a chance. They didn't release a lot of stuff yet. So I don't know. I can't break stuff down if I don't know. That's why it's so easy to break down Unbound, because it's a finished game. Well, it's not a finished game. It's really a 50% game. But they've released it, so it's free for us to dig into and dog out. You feel me? Pause. But this game is an alpha. They released the gameplay. The gameplay was lackluster. The racing was okay. All that stuff was okay. The setting was, like I said, it was fine. The game looks terrible, but this is alpha. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I think that with more time, the game should be good. Should be is keyword. It should be good, but you never know what these game developers are going to do. You never know the last minute changes that they're going to do. Like I said before, typically the alphas, more so the betas, are what you're going to get on release. That is the game right there. So when it says Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown Beta, that's the game. So expect to play that when the game fully releases. That's it right there. So hopefully they fix these things up and they polish it up a little bit so that it can compete with Crew and Forza. But if they don't, that's it. It's going to be dead on release. I feel it's truly going to be dead on release. These hotels and these open world and everything and dancing in the bars and drinking, that won't save you. It won't save you. I promise it won't. So we just got to give it a chance, guys. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in, for seeing what I have to say. But I pray that after this, y'all do not write comments about it being in the alpha, because I explained multiple times that I know it's in the alpha. I know that. I promise I know that. Make sure y'all boys go ahead and like. Make sure y'all boys go ahead and sub. We're trying to get 1,000 subs by the end of the year. If you're new, make sure you go ahead and join the Discord, join the Crown Kingdom. I'll put a link in the description. Make sure y'all boys comment whatever you want to see. Make sure y'all boys go ahead and check out the live reaction, and I will see y'all next time.